We're here at Bishop Stortford. Kingstonian won 5-2. It was a tight 1-0 last week. This afternoon was almost the complete opposite. Jamie Howell, Kay's continued standing manager. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it was last week. I was delighted with the win. I spoke to Hayden in great details about the performance last week, and the only really enjoyment of it was the actual win. I thought today, Hayden's picked the team. Everything's been done meticulously from him, and I thought the boys executed his plan superbly well. I thought it showed that we needed everyone today in the squad. Just showed that the three subs, came on and did a really good job. And I thought it was an entertaining game. I thought, to be fair to them, they looked dangerous. And with 3-1 up, I thought it was great. And then they got 3-2, and I thought then we had a spell. We were under the cosh and we defended well when maybe they hit the bar. But then I thought on the counter attack we were sensational today.
Yeah, I mean the counter attack's almost where you need to start. In particular, Dan Ajakai, 3 goals. Set up Gus for the 4th as well. How good was he this afternoon?
He was sensational, but I thought, if I'm honest about it, I thought to a man. I thought Rob, I thought the back 4 defended really well. Declan's a young lad, Bryant's come in, done brilliantly, today. And they're a good team, and they're strong and they're experienced. And I thought we did really well in the areas that we needed to. And I think we're very pleased with, Hayden did a lot of work this week on wide areas, and can we slide in Daniel, can we slide in Nyron, and I thought that really proved very effective for us today.
We obviously, I know you were pleased with the performance of the back 4, and it felt like each of them seemed to have moments where they played well, loads of last-ditch tackles, loads of really good stuff, but we were a lot more open at times than we were last week as well. What was going on there?
Well, I think it's an interesting one. We had a conversation maybe about. I thought it was difficult last week, where I thought maybe we were a little bit. We had a 1-0 lead, and you don't want to give away what you've got. And I thought we were a little bit safe. And I'm saying I think a little bit, and obviously discusses a great deal with Hayden about maybe being a little bit more cavalier and brave on the ball. And he said that a lot this week to the boys about making sure that they just played without fear, enjoyed it. And I thought they did. And I said at half time, what we're scared of, what the conversation we had all week. And I thought, some of our play in the second half was great. We just want games to come thick and fast, because I think we had 2 good wins and we just want to build on that momentum.
Obviously there are quite a few players not in the team at the moment through injury, suspension. How pleasing is it that they're going to, like you take Fabio for example, he'd be most people's first choice pick at left back. He's back from his suspension today, can't get in the team. You're talking about Simon Cooper, you're talking about Harry Osborne. How difficult is it going to be for those players to get back in the team?
I think it's a very difficult problem for Hayden to have. and that's great for us to be in that situation. And you need a good squad, and you'll need everybody. And we try and say that to the players an awful lot, that we do need everyone. If you want to be successful, if you want to try and get into those playoffs and stay there, then that's what you want to try and do. And I thought today, Fabio he's an absolute fantastic player. That's a testament to Brian, how well he's done. Fabio is going to play an awful lot of games this year, and so is Brian. But Fabio came in, and I thought we were maybe a little bit under the cosh, a little bit in the middle of the park, and he came in there with Kenny and Gus and did a brilliant job. So you need people to be flexible and tactically aware.
And to poke behind the magician's curtain a little bit, when you're making a tactical change like that and you bring Fabio on and giving it a bit more solidity, are you messaging Hayden saying that you're doing that?
Yeah, a little bit, to be fair. I think Hayden's very much like saying, make your own decisions. You do it for that. But in fairness to him, like I say, it's his baby, and all we're doing is, as we say, any good manager, what you do is you make sure that ideally that it will run if you're not there. And all I'm doing at the moment is just trying to make sure that the points that are made on the training ground with him, and we're just doing exactly what he's asked to do. And occasionally, if I can come up with something that might trigger his thought process, great. But fundamentally, that's Hayden's team. That's all his hard work that he's done at all the training ground with the player recruitment. And I thought the players and everyone at the club has had a great deal of praise tonight. It's been a great day for us.
You mentioned Fabio, and he said last week when I saw him actually that he didn't think he should get his place back in the team. When Elliott came off and scored at the end, it'd be for a striker with Elliott's ability and pedigree, who's been the top scorer at this level, played in the level above, and is now sitting on the bench because Daniel's doing well. How do you? There's an atmosphere within the team where people like Fabio and people like Elliott are happy when the rest of the boys are doing well. What are you doing to foster that?
I think you just got to got to make sure that they're aware that they're appreciated. You know, and I think Hayden's, that is one of his real strengths, his man management skills, to be honest with you. All those players are needed. They've all got different roles. Elliot and Daniel are two completely different players.
Yeah.
And I felt today, you know, it was difficult. I took Nyron and Reece off, and, you know, and they've been brilliant. Both of those players are brilliant, but I thought, you know, we're physically a little bit, we might need to hold something up a little bit. Elliot can come on, Daniel can go up there. I could have kept Niall or Reece, it wouldn't have made a difference, to be honest with you. But they all know that everyone was needed. And if you want to be successful, you need to have a good squad, you need to have competition for places, and we're certainly going to utilise all those players in the coming games.
Doesn't get any easier, and you know, next weekend we've got the FA Trophy winners in Hornchurch, and then the small matter of Corinthian Casuals on the Monday.
Yeah, it's not been the greatest 4 games, so I appreciate Hayden was away for those 4 and gave them to us. But no, I think you know, what's pleasing, if we can, the performances, we've got 2 wins. Performance wasn't great last week. We always knew that was going to be the case. Today, I thought that's looking like more the team that we want it to look like. You know, I think Hayden will look at it, and I think he'll be pleased in certain aspects. So if we could just make sure we continue to do that, and hopefully we get ready for Hornchurch, which will be very tough, and then Corinthians on the Monday, which will be another tough game. But looking forward to it.
Well, great result, great performance today. See you next week.
Brilliant, thank you.